We look at all the polls in relation, the polls in relation to Nigel Farage and those significant wins he had in the local council elections. Do you see this issue as one of the driving issues for reform?
It's absolute. It is the driving issue. It is immigration and Islam. And it is the British people, like many other Europeans who haven't been consulted about what many of them feel to be an invasion. They don't even call it immigration anymore. What feels like an invasion, and these politicians saying the right things when they think they need the electorate, but once they come into office doing the exact opposite. And so this is exactly what's driving it, and we're going to see everywhere. We're seeing populist parties and new parties on the rise, and I think that's what's driving the Keir Starmer's rhetoric.
Talk to me about this pro-Gaza candidate who won a seat in the council election, campaigning for gender segregation. This was in Lancashire, and it raises, I think, real concerns about sectarianism, but parallel value systems. I know we've talked about Sharia law, but I mean, this is an 18-year-old candidate. She wants Muslim men and women not to mix freely in Britain.
Well, immigration also has consequences. And in Britain, the Muslim Brotherhood especially is very well established, and their tactic is to gain power one council at a time through elections. This woman was made to stand for elections, and what she is proposing is Sharia law through the front door. Sharia law that is going to be, we've seen this in Michigan in Hamtramck, where the entire council gets a majority of the Islamists, and the Islamists want to introduce Sharia law, and they vote on that. So basically what she's proposing is, let's segregate men and women. She said, or she's, I haven't heard her say this, but I've read some of the quotes, that Muslim men and Muslim women don't like to be around Muslim men. And the question is, why is that? I interpret this as we've had this explosive debate about the rape gangs, and the implication, and many imams have said this previously, if you don't want women to be raped and assaulted and attacked, then we have to have gender segregation. In other words, it's the Sharia solution. And they say Islam is the solution, and that's what this woman is implementing.
It harks back to a time in Australia where we had an imam say that women who don't cover up when they're out in public, this is, non-Muslim women, basically they're asking for it. The quote went to uncovered meat or something like that. There was a huge outcry at the time, but I thought we'd moved on from all of that. Ayaan Hirsi Ali, thank you. We'll catch up with you soon.